Alright, what's going on, y'all? I'm back with another basic beginner video just to go ahead and get y'all on track to how I trade for real and how I catch these 100% minimum 0 to T trades in my discords damn near daily. So today I'm going to go over market structure. What is market structure? Market structure is essentially the behavior of price over time. Okay, it tells you what are we trending, are we ranging, are we reversing, are we consolidating. Okay, and it's very important to know. One thing about it, I'll say this: we will trend up. One day we will just trend up, and people, you'll see it on Twitter, everywhere. People will be like, "It was an easy day, just by calls. OMG, we were trending. It's so easy to trade on a trend day. Price just goes up." From market open to market close. Maybe a few pullbacks, the price just goes up. So if we're in an uptrend, for example, price consistently makes higher highs and higher lows. So higher lows and higher highs. If it's in a downtrend, it makes lower highs and lower lows. And it does this pretty much the entire day, or does it for the first half, and we see a flip, a reversal, and then the other half of the day reverses. Okay. Trends are clean. Trends give good follow through, and trends are just, they're where money's made because it's very easy. Just hold. So, for example, I'm preparing and I'm ready for the Santa rally because what are we going to do? We're going to get calls when market opens and we're going to hold. And we're going to get a banger. And we're going to wake up and we're going to get the next day and the next day because we're in a Santa rally. I expect price to just trend upwards, essentially. And it's not technical. It's probably not financial advice. It's probably not the smartest. However, it's pattern recognition. Santa rally, we rally up, just get calls. Don't question it. Thanksgiving week was last week. What did you do? Wait until 7 a.m. with the first 30 minutes of market open because there might be a flash pullback or drop and get calls. It's a holiday week. Get calls. It's so easy. All right. And then what is a range? Now, I got to put this in there. Ranges were my initial bread and butter before I learned about the strat, and they still are. I have a couple of setups and theories specifically just for ranges because I love to play the breakout of a range. And when it's a clear range, you can easily play inside a range. However, it's not recommended to play ranges, especially if you don't know how to sell your position for base hits. All right. So a range is essentially when price goes sideways, bouncing between a high and a low, like the same high and the same low, support and resistance, okay? And this is where beginners get chopped up. You may see, oh, price is going to break higher, and it comes right back, and it retests the same low it was just at 20 minutes ago. Ranges are fine to trade in, but you just can't force trades. You have to know what price is going to do, and I find it's best to identify ranges to play in on the 3 and 5 minute time frame. So something to note. And then consolidation. This is when price squeezes, compresses, and builds energy. Usually small candles, wicks, and hesitation. You don't want to trade in this environment. You don't want to trade this environment, but it will lead to expansion. You simply have to wait. And consolidation is also shown in one candles, inside bars. Going off the strat by Rob Smith. So another example here, I'm going to drop a video on this as well. If you see a double inside on the daily time frame, when that one candle breaks directional, either upside or downside, you want to be in the play. It's going to make you some money because we were consolidating, and price finally broke to expand. And there's always money in that. You just have to know when to enter. Where's the break for expansion, essentially? Okay. Now, how do we identify a trend quickly? We can easily just look for higher highs, higher lows, clean pullbacks. I like to find pullbacks 3 5 minute candles. So if price is going up, and then if you're still in a position and it pulls back, 3 5 minute candles. On that fourth candle, you want to see basically that fourth candle push straight up and embody the low of that's my Vaseline. the embody the price of the three candles. Okay. That's something I like to keep in mind. It does work on the 3 minute time frame as well, and does not work on the 2 minute time frame. And that's essentially also just one 15-minute candle, three 5 minute candles. But That lower time frame, I do like to see it because that fourth candle will rise up and embody the price, the pullback price, essentially. And then we want to go ahead and just see what volume's doing. Is volume spiking in the direction of the move? Okay. And then downtrend checklist, lower highs, lower lows, clean breakdowns, and then is volume supporting our decision? Okay. Is there any volume spikes? Bullish volume spikes, Is there anything showing a shift in who's in control in the market or who wants to control the market, anything of that sort? Right? And then why do beginners lose in choppy structure? Beginners lose because they can't recognize bad structure, overlapping candles, no clear direction, long wicks, clear rejection from the long wicks, small bodies and major wicks, back and forth price actions, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong from support and resistance, fake breakouts, low volume. You're going to lose. If you see price wicking off a level on the 5-minute, and the 15-minute, on the 60-minute time frame, you don't want to play. You don't want to be a part of the market at that point because you are likely to lose. All right. And then breakouts versus fakeouts. Just because a price breaks a level doesn't mean it's a breakout. More often than not, price will break out and you will be trapped because you got in a position once price broke up just for it to pull back after about 5 to 10 minutes. Price pull back and come right back into our range. That happens more often than not. Trust me. A real breakout has volume, follow through, momentum, and clean candles. I'm talking momentum. All right. A fake breakout has no volume, immediate rejection, or or failed directional on the 5-minute time frame as soon as we break past our range, our resistance, and then the range is still intact. That's also a way to see it. If you don't read structure, every breakout looks real, but that's very false. It's very false. Breakout ranges can get you stuck in the wrong side of the market because you played the first move that slightly pushed out of our strict consolidation range. Now, what's the purpose of market structure? Market structure essentially tells you when to be patient, when to strike, what to avoid, when direction is clear, and when the market is messy, choppy, chaotic, a bad environment to play in. Okay? Structure decides whether you should be trading at all. Okay? Now, an easy day to trade is clearly what? A trend day. A trend day. Also, easiest time to trade is the most high volume times. Let's go ahead and trade at power hour. I don't typically trade power hour, but let's trade at 7 a.m. The first live 60, 30 minutes after market open. A lot of volume at that time. I trade at these times, okay? And then structure, price action. Structure and price action over indicators any day, every day. Again, only indicate. I don't have any indicators on my chart. I use price action and volume. Okay. You can have 10 indicators, but if structure is sloppy, nothing works. If structure is clean, almost any simple system works, and that's the truth. If it's a trend day, if we're trending, and your indicator or algo says buy, trust me, it's going to be right. However, if we're chopping and we're facing heavy resistance, it's just not gonna work out. But yeah, market structure. I'll probably go ahead and show a chart, but trending, prices going up, consolidating, prices just in between, and then that's pretty much it. It's fairly easy, fairly simple. If you want to learn the private precision system I use for direction and breakouts and consistency, the system I can't teach publicly. Okay, now I'm yapping. I'm accepting a few new students into my 4-week mentorship program. You get lifetime access into my Discord, and you get access to my future indicators, and you basically get access to the system. I'm here to build a culture, build a team of winners and people who want to consistently win. I don't want a huge, super big crowd. I really want to go ahead and cultivate some members who are concerned about their money. The strategy I use, I definitely think we're going to have more than a few millionaires in the group extremely soon. The price we'll be raising for that mentorship after the few slots get filled. So do tune in and do tap in now. Again, Precision House, Angel Precision, tap in. Discord link in the bio. Let's make some money, y'all. This right here is the market structure breakdown. Fairly simple, fairly easy. I'm just trying to go ahead and get some basics out for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But tune into the technical breakdowns I do. That's where you really make the money, okay? All right.